Hello, hello, greetings, beautiful person and beings. Thank you for tuning into today's Movement Medicine Morsel. We're going to be showing some love to our fabulous shoulders and necks, because don't those places get a bit tense, especially when you're sitting at a computer or just from life? Can also hold a lot of tension that's emotional as well as physical. So when we move and we breathe and we come into a centered place, we're able to access all of those parts of ourselves. We're not just a body, we're not just emotions, we're the whole enchilada, the whole package. So let's begin in a seated position. You're always welcome to stand, and you're always very welcome to lie down and simply listen and visualize. So much benefit comes from moving the mind and moving the ways, the images that we make, whether they're positive, whether they're negative, and whether they're life-giving. So these little segments are all about waking up the life-giving energy inside all parts. So we'll begin by creating a nice container in our physical bodies, creating good space, so feet connected to the ground, sit bones really feeling their connection to the chair, roof of the mouth gently rising straight up to create an elongation, spaciousness between the vertebrae, and a lift at the crown of the head that's pointing us in the direction of expansion, sky, suspension. So we create space for our organs, we have a foundation for our lower body, off to a great start. So shoulders are today's event. Soft smile. Let's get some breath moving in addition to the shoulders. We'll inhale and draw the shoulders up smoothly, and exhale, let them melt really smoothly and slowly. No dropping, but really let go at the end. On the inhale, you can lift up quickly, but lower as slowly and smoothly and lusciously as you can, even if it takes you several breaths. And really feel the arms resting. Letting your arms hang at your sides can be helpful. Then they act as a weight. We'll do one more of those. Inhale up on the squeeze, and the slow, luscious releasing, and the neck is rising and lengthening as we let those shoulders melt. Just pause here for a moment and see how that feels. Let's tip one ear to the shoulder on an exhale. Doesn't have to be your maximum, just a comfortable amount. And slowly inhale with a sense of going up as you do that. Exhale a gentle bend, one side shortens, and on the inhale, that side, both sides lengthen and you go up. We'll do that one more time. A lengthening without overextending. Coming back up. Remember, we're going for comfort in these sessions. We're not necessarily looking for full range of motion. We're looking for ease. Those can be different things. Sometimes they come together, usually not. So we're going for ease. Just move your head a little bit from side to side. And we're going to do some more for the shoulder now. Now everything's interconnected, neck, shoulder, chest, upper back. So this next movement takes all of that into account. I'm going to turn sideways. You might want to start with the mirror arm if you're doing it along with me. And we place our fingertips on our shoulder. And the circle we're going to make with our elbow is what's comfortable. So exhale, we dip the elbow, maybe the spine rounds a bit. Inhale, that elbow comes up. Let your face join the hand in spirit or by touching, and you circle around, and exhale, come back down and around. Inhale, you're coming up, maybe a little bit, maybe the elbow points to the ceiling, and you let your face and upper body come along. So let this be interesting for you. Make it freeing. If your elbow circle is uncomfortable, big, make it somewhere that feels really lubricating and nourishing for you. Let's do one more of these. We're letting the waist, the armpit, the throat, everything go along. And come back to sit quietly in the center and take a few moments to notice, did something shift? Is there a new experience or new information? Maybe move around a little bit. What does it feel like moving one side or turning the head to one side? What does the other side feel like? And let's do the other side. Fingertips to the shoulder, feet on the ground, soft smile, gentle breathing, and no expectations, just openness, playfulness, and curiosity. Might be a completely different story, so don't impose one experience onto another experience. Exhale and lower. Inhale, the elbow is painting a circle. Start smaller if you're not sure. Let the face come along. Let the rotation join. If that felt good, maybe you want to paint a bigger circle with the elbow. And exhale down and around. How much of yourself is included in this? Side body, armpit, throat, cheekbone. Maybe you even feel this in your pelvis and your feet. Who knows? Be open to all of it and work within the range of motion that is delicious for you, and go slowly so you don't miss anything. Let's bring that to a gentle close and see how all of that feels. Okay, let's do a little few shoulder circles. Inhale up and back, exhale down and forward. So the upper back rounds a bit. Inhale, the chest opens a bit. And these are comfortable sized circles that work for you to open you up and soften you up. Let's do one circle with one shoulder and the other circle with the other shoulder. And if there were no rules for your head and your neck, what would they want to do? You can sigh out an exhalation once or twice with your mouth open. And let's lift the shoulders one more time, this time a nice inhalation, soft sigh, as those shoulders melt down, melt down, melt down, melt down. And one final sweet, softening, quieting movement that's very good if you ever get anxious. The energy goes all the way up here and you want to bring it down and smooth it down. I'll move back a little bit. Is to take one hand and so lovingly caress your arm all the way down to the hands and off the fingertips. So lovingly. You can even include the throat. It's a soothing, calming, caressing movement, even the face, maybe even the head. And then just the hand, just the hand. I'm lifting my hand up because it's a little out of the camera view. But if you're at a Zoom meeting and nobody can see anything above your elbows, they can't see your lap, you can just do a little bit of stroking of your hand, lovingly. Lovingly. Nobody will know but you, although they might feel very calm looking at your little cell on the Zoom call. So take a moment and see what that feels like. And on the other side, let's start with just the hand so you can get a sense of, is the hand enough to make a difference? And I'll stand up a little bit, but you can stay seated just to caress and stroke the hand, with a sense of releasing tension, of soothing. We'll often do this for our animals, but do we think about doing it for ourselves? So not usually, so here we are doing it for ourselves. And take a little pause and just see, did the hand make a difference for you in your mood, in your sense of your body, your shoulders, your arms? And let's finish today's session by matching up. So now we're going to do the whole arm. Any tension from the shoulder and neck, you're just pouring it out through the fingertips, releasing. And if you enjoyed the caress of the cheek and the throat, or even the head, we're letting go, we're releasing, letting go, and dropping any tension that might be unconsciously pulling our shoulders up. And when you feel complete with this, bring it to a close and simply sit. You can wiggle around a little bit, push with one foot, push with the other foot, just to include the legs a little bit more consciously. And then return to your beautiful vertical alignment. Feet are planted, sit bones are planted, the spine gently rises. Thinking of lifting through the roof of the mouth is a successful strategy. Also through the crown of the head. So we have that feeling of elongation. And notice how your shoulders feel. And smile. Hands on the chest for a moment. Feel the breath moving in the chest. And then slide the hands down to the low belly to ground the breath and our awareness in a nice, quiet foundation. The neck is rising up. The roof of the mouth is rising up. No stiffness, but there's a gentle elongation of the spine and a relaxation of the shoulders and a connection into the deep belly. Notice your breath filling you gently, and notice your breath leaving you smoothly, gently. A beautiful flow of energy coming in and clearing out anything old that needs to go, and inviting in a little bit more new, fresh energy. And so, my friend, this brings us to an end of today's session, but not an end to sensing, breathing, releasing, and finding ease. May you have little moments during your evening and day where something goes, oh, vertical alignment. Oh, could I do that movement with less strain? Could I find more ease? Those are all moments of remembering and of cultivating these beautiful inner states. I wish you a fabulous rest of your day or evening, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now from Movement Medicine Morsels.